Hello, Internetians! My name is Josh, aka Ultraplayer, your coach of the New York Metagross, welcoming you to P4G Semifinals. Your New York Metagross are here, and we are ready to face off against the Carolina Clefables, coached by Panther2. Check him out in the description below. He is a phenomenal battler, and he actually played us during the regular season. I believe it was week 3 he played us, and he bodied us, so that's fun. I already have his team showing down below. I forgot to get rid of it. And shout out to me. This is an amazing intro so far. Alright, but for real, let's talk about some stuff. So, like I said, first of all, this is going to be our team builder for semifinals. I haven't had a team builder in a couple weeks, but due to varying reasons, I have not been able to put them up. However, I do have the time, I do have the motivation, and I do have, I'm not going to have to face Panther again in this league, obviously. So I don't care about revealing my team. But anyway, let's talk about what happened last time. So last time he played us, like I said, week 3, he destroyed us. I actually think he got a, I don't remember how much he won by. Actually, I can see that now. He beat us 4-0. The last time he brought a, I believe a mixed defensive Sylveon with some Spadef for Lele, with Wish Protect and Hyper Voice, obviously, and then something else, I don't remember. He brought a Double Dance Terrakion. He brought an all-out offensive Mega Metagross. He brought a Choice Scarfed Rocks Golurk, which is really interesting. He brought a Taunt Stall Breaker, I believe, kind of-ish, Jellicent, and then he brought an Assault Vest Electros. So, I'm not really going to go over too much of his team. So those are the 6 mons he brought. He also has a Goodra, could be an Assault Vest mon, you know. It's there. Salazzle, very big threat. Outspeeds most of my team. Mandibuzz there for defogging, switching into some of my physically offensive mons. Tauros, always a big threat. And, of course, he has Torterra now instead of Cradily like he had in week 3. So, there's some things there. However, last time, if I remember correctly, we brought Double Choice Scarf, Darmanitan, and the Hydreigon. We brought a Specs Lele, which is modest. And the other 2 mons were also the offensive boosting nature, so Adamant and Modest respectively, because his team's very slow. The only mon that really, he has this big speed gap between a offensive 60, like a max speed Sylveon, and then Goodra. And while he couldn't run max speed Goodra, and if he does, he's going to be in a really good spot because of how I prepped and everything. I don't really see it coming. I feel like he'll need the bulk more than anything, and then the offense to really do anything to my Registeel plus my Alomomola. So, his team, very threatening. He did destroy us. Like I said, we brought the Double Choice Scars. We brought Choice Specs Lele. I believe we brought a fully physically defensive Alomomola with Rocky Helmet. We brought, I believe, a Registeel. And then lastly, I don't remember what the last mon was. Let me look at my team, if I can remember. I believe we brought a offensive Assault Vest Tornado Therian. So, this time, going into this, me and the front office built a really good team. I actually had 4 mocks with this team. Something I really don't do much. I usually maybe get 1 mock. However, this time I did get 4. And I'm really liking this team. I'm really confident about how this team performed. I'm really confident about how this team will perform. And I'm just overall excited to see how this goes. So, looking at this team, I just had to step back. I tried to take out some of the things that happened in the last battle and try and refocus on just this team in general and not, how do I not get swept by Double Dance Terrakion again? That did, stay in my mind. How do I keep myself from losing to that? However, I'm not sure if he'll bring the exact same Terrakion set, because I'll be more prepared for it, obviously. So he might be thinking, oh, well, he's going to bring Mudsdale this time, so I can't bring that. And something that I noticed about his team, I really wanted to break apart his team. One, I noticed that speed gap. That speed gap was very, very big and very, very easy to take advantage of, so I did that again. Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz is his only defogger, and I can't believe I didn't realize this or do anything about this last time, but Mandibuzz is his only defogger. Flying resists TS2 of Mega Metagross, which is pressured by the Tapu Lele, and then Electros, of course, which came last time and did a lot of work. Rockers, he has very weird rockers. He does have Terrakion and Metagross, which can stealth rocks, but that's basically a wasted move slot, unless they run certain sets, like Sash Lead, Terrakion, or Choice Scarf. I actually did face Choice Scarf rocks Terrakion twice in my mocks. He has Torterra there, but I don't think he'll bring Torterra. In the 4 mocks I had, that is the only Pokemon I did not see. Actually, I don't think I saw Golurk. I might have saw, yeah, I did see Golurk, actually. So no one brought Torterra, but all the other mons came. I believe Mega Metagross and Terrakion came every single game. So yay. But yeah, Poison EMZ, Terrakion and Salazzle are the only ones that really stand out to me that he could bring that on. He could bring it on Golurk, I believe. He could bring it on Goodra. I know he could bring it on Electros. Many things, but those are the two notable ones that I really see him bringing it on. So, a couple things that I've noticed there. So, let's really get into this team. This team, I am very confident about this team. I'm very happy with how this team is performing and how this team is going to do. And I just hope it beats Panther so we can move on to the finals. Now then, let us jump right in. The first one we're bringing, like I said, Mandibuzz is only hazard removal, so I'm going to be bringing Frostlass. Spikes, Taunt, Ice Beam, and Shadow Ball. I have max speed and max special attack. I want max special attack just in case he thinks that Jellicent is a decent lead, and he's like, well, I can stay on this and not take too much damage. A Shadow Ball to a physically defensive Jellicent is going to be doing about 40%, so that's really nice, weakening that and keeping it low, because he can't just keep Click and Recover, because I can keep Click and Shadow Ball. Eventually, I'm going to get a Spadef drop. So, this is very good for pressuring that. I don't really do too much to Electros, which sucks, however, any damage on that is good for potentially winning late game with Torn, because Torn outspeeds everything on his team, which is very, very nice. So, Taunt is there to shut down a Jellicent from recovering, or taunting me. Will-O-Wisping something, Toxicking. Sylveon from Wish Protecting. Terrakion, if it's not Choice Guard, I can stop that thing from clicking rocks or a setup move. Etc., etc. Curse Body's there, of course, to potentially get a Disable on something. However, it's just there because it's better than Snow Cloak. And then I have Ice Beam and Shadow Ball. Ice Beam and Shadow Ball is very nice. Just coverage against his team in general. While it does have specially defensive mons, I can just take it naturally, like Electros as well as the Sylveon. I'm fine with those things, just taking chip damage. I can also taunt, like I said, taunt Sylveon, keep it from healing up. Spikes, very good against his team. No one, out of my 4 mocks, only one person brought Mandibuzz, and they didn't even bring Defog. So, the hazards are just really good. They destroyed everyone in the mocks. Spikes are going to be so nice and so very crucial. The only reason I can think of not leading with Frostlass is just depending on what team matchup it is. The only time I didn't really think Frostlass was a good lead is if anytime I saw Salazzle, because Salazzle could taunt it. Or outspeed me and taunt it. But other than that, very good lead. Putting Spikes up, going with the flow. So, that's there. It also has a Focus Sash, and on the off chance he doesn't get hazards up against me, I can potentially revenge or just chip down the Terrakion if it's trying to sweep. So, I'm going to skip Darmanitan for now. I'm going to come back to that. So this team, I really wanted Spikes just in general because it's going to help wear down his team. I feel like this is going to be a very switch-heavy game, especially since I have Volt Turn, and he has mons that I can capitalize with my Volt Turn. Actually, I want to go to Alamomola first. So Alamomola's going to be my win con this time. I'm bringing Calm Mind, Scald, Rest Talk, and Scald, Rest Talk. So basically Crocoon, except it's an Alamomola, and I have the Rocky Helmet. Of course, I want Rocky Helmet there for chipping down Mega Metagross, chipping down to Terrakion, the Tauros, the Golurk, if it's not going for Earthquake and it's going for, like, Thunder Punch or the Shadow Punch or anything, really. This destroys him. If I can go to the Jellicent, like, he has to phase me out, really. Or he has to get lucky with Sleep Talk turn. Basically, he's really annoyed by this one. Really pressured. It basically won me, like, I think 3 of the mocks, actually. Because it's such an out there set, I don't think he'd prepare for it. Especially since Alamomola only has 40 special attack. However, with 36 special attack UVs at +1, I do 2 KO at Terrakion, which is very nice. 36 speed just so I don't get outsped by something like a Jellicent or a Sylveon that's running very little speed. Which is very nice because outspeeding them is great to get out that one rest that I need. However, if Jellicent's alive, I'm not going to be clicking Calm Mind ever. So, this is mainly here to pivot in on stuff. If I'm trying to keep Jellicent low, I'm basically going to pivot into this on the Mega Metagross. And I'm usually going to double out. That's what I did in my the 4th muck, I believe. Anytime I thought Jellicent was coming out on my Alamomola, I just doubled out and tried to keep offensive pressure on it so it would not be able to do anything. Not be able to recover, and eventually it died, and then Alamomola clicked Calm Mind, and then Alamomola won. So, how did I get rid of Jellicent? Well, Choice Banded Darmanitan. God, Jake Sherwin, you are a legend in the team, in the realm of team building. So, Choice Banded Darmanitan, Adamant Choice Banded Flare Blitz, 2 KOs, a fully physically defensive Jellicent. It does 50.3 min. If he has leftovers, of course, he can take 2 on a good rolls for him. However, He needs to have removal, or I'm probably going to have spikes up, and that's going to be a guarantee to a KO. So that's beautiful. This does a lot of work. He has 4 fire resist. Salazzle, I believe Salazzle gets O-code, but I could be wrong, because it is a resist. It's let's see here. That's the wrong Pokemon. Yeah, Flare Blitz O-code Salazzle, so. And I believe I don't take an Acid Downpour, but I do take a Sludge Wave. Sludge Wave does about 60%. So I have a lot of EVs on this, which is very nice. Also, Terrakion takes about 80%, as does the Goodra. I believe Goodra actually takes more, like, closer to 75. And then, like I said, Jellicent's 2 KO'd. This is really nice. This also capitalizes on of his team. I outspeed a max speed base 60. So Sylveon, Jellicent. I also outspeed a max speed Electros, Golurk. I've really decently invested Goodra. I outspeed max speed Torterra. And a lot of those mons are ways that I can capitalize with my Darmanitan. Clicking Flare Blitz, actually, because I'm predictable, I'm actually going to make that 1 point higher. Because I'm a predictable person. Like, I might run that same set, and I don't want him to think he can outspeed me. Oh, wait. And let me put that back. And let me just go like this. If he tried to outspeed that same speed, I want to be able to capitalize on it. So, yay, live team building. I mean, he could. I mean, he probably has seen my last team builder, and he probably knows, like, I might be really liking that number 124, so he might run a 125 speed. Well, now I'm running 126. Anyway, Flare Blitz, Fire Punch, U-Turn, and Earthquake. I don't need any other coverage moves. I mean, yeah, I could go something that maybe hits this harder, that it does not matter. I'm going to be clicking Flare Blitz almost every single time unless Jellicent's in range of 2 Fire Punches. Like, on the switch in. Or, still might click Flare Blitz just so I can guarantee you killed that. So, this is here to get rid of Jellicent. Like I said, I can capitalize on the Sylveon. I do a metric crap ton of Sylveon. Unless it's fully physically defensive, it needs to be just to have the littlest bit of chip damage off on it, and I can just click Flare Blitz and kill that. Or threaten it out, and he'll have to go to Jellicent. I also offensively check that because I resist the Fairy type Hyper Voice. So I can also go in on Electros. Electros is not going to want to stay in on me because it's going to be running an Assault Vest. It's going to be running it's going to be running max HP, but it still takes a crap ton for Flare Blitz, so it's going to want to switch out. Torterra is going to want to switch out, and then Golurk, most likely, depending on what it's bringing, might want to switch out as well. If Salazzle's already burned a Z Crystal, and it's not a +2 or anything, I can also capitalize on that, click Flare Blitz, and destroy that. So that's very beautiful. But yeah, this is mainly here just to get rid of the Jellicent. If I can get rid of Jellicent, like I said, Alomomola just calm minds up and wins. So, with that, Alomomola still is a nice pivot for his team. However, I really like Torn in the matchup, so I'm bringing Torn again. However, I'm bringing a bit of a different spread than I did last time. I'm bringing the same speed, enough to outspeed a max speed Salazzle. So this spread, instead of bringing an offensive variant, I wanted more a defensive variant so I could have better switch into some stuff like the Goodra. Electros was a really big problem, so I wanted to be bulkier to handle that. And I believe this is not 2 KO'd by, it doesn't take too much from, like, Discharge or Volt Switch. I believe Volt Switch is, like, 44. So, I can stay in on that a little bit better. Like, I can click Knock Off as he Volt Switches out, and then U-turn out and try and keep up the momentum. But I have Hurricane, Grass Knot, Knock Off, and U-turn. Knock Off is there to get rid of items, get rid of Assault Vest, get rid of Jellicent, whatever. Get rid of damage Metagross a little bit. Grass Knot there for Terrakion, as well as the Jellicent, as well as the Golurk, as well as, that's it. And then Hurricane is just there because Hurricane with U-turn for momentum. So this spread, like I said, I outspeed max speed Salazzle. I have 148 HP, and that is going to allow me from full to be able to live a Mega Metagross's Meteor Mash. So I can U-turn out on that if it's like Rock Ballish. Or I can click Knock Off and get a bit of chip damage off for Hurricane, etc. And then the rest is poured into special defense, and that special defense actually means something. With that Spadef, I believe I could go 1 point lower, but screw it. With that Spadef, I take a +2 Fire Blast from the Salazzle from full after rocks. So, well, yeah. Anyway, I take less than 75% from a +2 Fire Blast from the Salazzle, which is very nice because that can be a better check to that. Get a 2 Hurricanes, and I believe Hurricane is going to 2 KO that guarantee unless it's very heavily invested. So that gives me 1 of 2 offensive checks to the Salazzle. Very nice to have. And this just pivots in generically on just about anything. If he wants to switch out to Electros on this, that's fine, because I can U-turn out on the switch. And just keep up the momentum as well as getting hazard damage off on everything, which is, again, one of the big plans. Jellicent's very pressured, also pressured by this. I do a decent amount with Grass Knot, so that's fun. Keep up the pressure on that, keep that thing from recovering and potentially stalling out my team, because, spoiler alert, this team does not really like Jellicent too much, because I'm not bringing the Hydreigon, and I'm not bringing the Virizion, and I'm not bringing an offensive Tauren. So, anyway, next one we're bringing is going to be a Choice Scarf Lele. Now, I will keep 124 speed on this, I believe, because reasons. Actually, I'll change it, just in case he's running like a Choice Scarf Weirdmon. I just want to be ready. Just want to be ready. Don't want to lose this match to some BS. So anyway, I have Choice Scarf, Tapu Lele, Psychic, Shadow Ball, Moonblast, and Psyshock, Modest Nature. Last time I bought specs, did a lot of work because it took Chunk Metagross hard and made that thing like do virtually nothing because I had to keep switching in on me. It did like 75% to Sylveon, which Protect stalled me the entire match, but whoopsie! That's my fault for poor planning. But anyway, I have Dual Stab, and then I have a third Stab that's the same type as one of the other Stabs. And I have Shadow Ball because Mega Metagross. So anyway, I don't really feel like I need to explain Tapu Lele too much because, I mean, it's a late game sweeper if he doesn't have any Choice Scarf for faster than me. It's a breaker in itself just because it's Tapu Lele and it's modest. I believe Shadow Ball, 2 KOs Metagross if he's Mega Evolved, not Mega Evolved yet. So he comes in and he takes Shadow Ball and then he takes a second Shadow Ball and that'll knock him out. Moonblast, just there as a nice second stab. I probably won't be clicking it unless I'm really scared of Mandibuzz coming in. But it's there. It outspeeds a base 60, or anything trying to outspeed me, trying to outspeed a base 60, etc. It's here. It's Lele. It's good. It's very good at pressuring his team. Anyway, last one we're bringing is going to be Registeel with leftovers, Stealth Rock, Curse, Iron Head, and Earthquake. Largely specially defensive. Why do I have these 20 leftover EVs? How did I have these leftover 20 EVs? Go there. Y'all, I was so confident about this team, and there's so many mistakes, so many things I could have capitalized on. Anyway, Registeel, Stealth Rock, Curse, Iron Head, and Earthquake. So the defense means that things and stuff. I believe it's something from Mega Metagross. I'm not really too concerned about it. I have other checks to Mega Metagross anyway. But it's largely especially defensive, and that's important. And it might be a life or close combat from the Terrakion, actually. But I'm not sure. Anyway, what's really good about this is if I come in on Sylveon and I'm really scared of him going into Terrakion, I can curse up and then I don't get OHKO by anything he can go for. Actually, it might be Choice Banded Terrakion after Rock. Let me see here. Nope. Not sure. Choice Banded Terrakion if I'm at +1. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to look at this. Let's see here. Why am I this? Terrakion. This physical... the speed is just so I can outspeed like things trying to speed creep me, of course. It's me. That's why I do things. +1. Mega Metagross? Actually, it might be Mega Metagross. It might be Hammer, Meteor Man plus Hammer Arm. I can live that, and I can get damage off on that. Looks promising. So, yeah. After Rock, I take Meteor Mash plus Hammer Arm from the Mega Metagross. So, very nice there. And of course, cursing up on the Sylveon, very nice, because if he goes to Terrakion afterwards, I take any hit. I can do a lot of damage with the Iron Head. I can do a lot of damage to the Metagross with the Earthquake. I believe Earthquake does like 40-something%, which is good. Just getting rid of that in general is just amazing. I can't do anything to Electros, but I mean, it's not here for Electros. It's also for the get of Rocks, which is very nice. Curse also kind of pressures him, like, he's not going to want to... He's going to want to attack this. He's going to want to get rid of this if I'm boosted up, because he can't set up on it reliably a lot of times. So, that's that. Curse is, like, it's kind of how I've been using Curse in other matches and other games. It's just there just in case I need that pressuring tool. Just like, hey, don't set up on me. Hey, attack me. Hey, let me try and control how you play. So that's very nice. But overall, I really like the team. It performs really well. 4 mocks, 4 wins. Hopefully we come out with a win. Hopefully tomorrow for you and tomorrow for me as well, this team comes out victorious. Overall, very good, very solid. And hopefully we lead to the finals. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this team builder. Let me know what you think of the team, and let me know if you think we're going to win. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow for the match. I hope you guys are ready. I know I certainly am. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later.